Check. 1, 2, 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Oh, you're a very, it's all that sugar and coffee. You're a very vigorous bunch. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ellen Weinauer, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the Honors College here at the University of Maine. I'm joined today by an amazing honors administrative team, and you'll see and hear from some of them throughout this event. This is, where are they all? Here they come. Associate Dean Melissa Leidenheim. What am I hearing? Oh,
It's a 20-second delay.
Okay. Oh dear. How do I solve that? Because no one needs to hear me twice, especially not me. We're creative problem solvers here in the Honors College, and we know how to wait. You tell me, Joe, when it's good to go. We'll try again. I'm joined today by an amazing honors administrative team, Associate Dean Melissa Leidenheim, Administrative and Financial Manager Katie Kurz, Coordinator of Recruitment and First Year Initiatives, Sarah Nessie, Coordinator of Academic Advising and Student Success, Sandra Casares-Tijerina. And way back there, the really magical administrative coordinator, Emily Wilson, who is really the brains behind this operation. On behalf of this team, I want to welcome you to a really wonderful and festive occasion. Today, we get to acknowledge how proud we are of our students, and to do that in company of many others who share in their achievements and who help them get to this day. Advisors and teachers, parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, friends, siblings, etc. To those friends and loved ones who are in the room and joining us on live stream, thank you for being with us today to celebrate our inspiring graduates. I would now like to ask Alex Morgan, the University of Maine co-salutatorian and soon to be honors graduate, to come to the podium to read the University of Maine land acknowledgement. Alex?
We recognize that the University of Maine is located on Marsh Island in the homeland of the Penobscot Nation, and the University of Maine Machias is sited on the homeland of the Passamaquoddy Nation. Both of our universities recognize that in these homelands, issues of water and territorial rights and encroachment upon sacred sites are ongoing. Penobscot and Passamaquoddy homelands are connected to other Wabanaki tribes nations, the Maliseet and the Micmac, through kinship, alliance, and diplomacy. UMaine and its regional campus also recognize the Penobscot, Passamaquoddy, and other Wabanaki tribe nations as distinct, sovereign, legal, and political entities with their own powers of self-governance and self-determination.
I do want to say that I recognize that it's warm in here and it's terrible out there. There's a lot we can do, not much about either one of those two things. So, and the desserts will remain out, although y'all really like your parfaits, I'm gonna say, so those might be a little skimpy, but there's coffee, beverages, and desserts, and we encourage you to quietly get up and continue to help yourself throughout the ceremony. We are joined today by a number of friends and supporters of the Honors College from the university and beyond. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge them. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing. And audience, you can hold your applause until all have been recognized. Scott Marzilli, Associate Provost for Student Success and Innovation. Emily Haddad, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Jason Harkins, Dean of the Maine Business School. Diane Rowland, Dean of the College of Earth, Life, and Health Sciences, and I believe she's coming a little bit later because there's cross-pollination of events. Giovanna Guidaboni, Dean of the Maine College of Engineering and Computing. Nevis Dalbo Wheeler, Director of the Office of Major Scholarships. Jennifer Page, 2003 honors graduate and a member of our Board of Advocates. Hannah Young, Philanthropy Officer for the Honors College. And Tom Pico, is Tom here? President of the UMaine Alumni Association, and Jeff Mills, President of the University of Maine Foundation. Is there anyone whose name I did not call? Please help me thanking these individuals for their dedication to the University of Maine and their support of the Honors College. Support from honors alumni, parents, friends, and faculty have enhanced the honors experience for our graduates and future generations to come. To that end, I have one more note before we get to the conferral of the honors medallions. Each year, we invite students to consider commemorating their connection to the Honors College via an inscribed legacy brick. The bricks, which cost $150, are placed on Charlie's Terrace, a beloved gathering spot for honors scholars. Each brick also pays it forward by supporting the Honors Legacy Fund, which underwrites many of the transformative travel, research, and high-impact learning experiences that set the UMaine Honors College apart. On your table, you will find a little card. It looks like this. Looks like a cute little brick. And on the back is a QR code. We would like to encourage you to follow this link, to get a little bit more information and order a brick in commemoration of you or your graduate. So thank you for considering this opportunity to commemorate and give back. The centerpiece of today's event is the medallion ceremony. The medallions that our graduating scholars receive bear the Honors College motto, igniting a passion for learning, and serve as tangible reminders of the hard work and dedication they have manifested in their time at UMaine. Students, we hope you will each wear your medallion at commencement tomorrow as a testament to your achievement. As you all know, each honors graduate has pursued an advanced and challenging curriculum that culminates in an honors thesis. Even in the best of circumstances, it takes curiosity, determination, grit, resiliency, and ambition to see these projects through. And though it seems very far in the distance now, we should remember that these have not been the best of circumstances. When most of these students arrived at UMaine, we were still amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, masking, testing, social distancing. Despite this, or maybe because of it, they've pursued a host of impactful opportunities: internships, travel study, conference presentations, working in a lab, on a research team, and countless other engagement and community engaged opportunities. Perhaps most importantly, they've served their communities on campus and off at a time when service has been sorely needed. The medallions that will be conferred on our graduates thus bear witness not only to an extraordinary academic achievement, but also to their commitment to community, social and civic engagement. Students, you should be so very proud. And I want to observe, just on a personal note, that I started here at the University of Maine in August of 2021. And sometimes it's hard for me to remember that when I got here, everybody was masking. I met all my faculty and my team and our students all in masks. So you sort of are my class. And I feel extra proud of you as a result. I'm not graduating yet. We'll see. I would now like to invite proud honors alum Jennifer Page, class of 2003, to come forward to say a few words on behalf of the Honors College Board of Advocates. Jen will also be handing out our prized honor steins to students. Jen?
Thank you very much. So I want to let you know that you do have a behind the scenes board of advocates that is there supporting you all the way and has been thrilled to see the progress and hear about the progress about you over the years. In terms of being able to give you a few words that may inspire you on your way, I want to challenge you actually to shift your view from being in your thesis that you are now releasing and becoming your own thesis. I don't know if any of you know Richard Feynman, but Richard Feynman is a theoretical physicist. And one of the things that he really has spurred his work throughout his career is that he holds at any one time his 12 favorite questions in his heart, basically, and tries to find connections to how to answer these questions. And so what I would offer you, he always said that I would rather have questions that I cannot answer than answers that I can't question. And so I would offer to you to become your new question. You are going to live the questions that you have going forward. And so as a member and on behalf of the Honors Board of Advocates, congratulations at this point in your career. And I hope that you live into the questions that you have about yourself and about the world. And thank you very much for everything you've given to UMaine Honors and what you're going to represent out in the world now. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jen. You will find information about each of our graduating scholars in your program, including their thesis title, and believe me, it would take a long time to read them, but also I can't pronounce a lot of them. They also offer brief reflections on their UMaine experience or their future plans. As our scholars come forward to receive the medallion, I will read a brief comment about each one, provided by their thesis advisor or a faculty mentor. The special relationship that our students form with their mentors is one of the key features of the honors experience, as I think you will see and hear in a few moments. We do have a few graduates who are not able to make it today, so I'm not skipping them. I don't think I'm skipping them, but we will move roughly alphabetically. In a moment, I'm gonna ask a little choreography now. I'm gonna ask the first few letters of the alphabet to come forward, and you're gonna line up over here, and we'll make sure we've got two people, Katie and Emily, have a clipboard, so we'll make sure we get you in good alphabetical order. When I call your name, you're gonna come over here. X marks the spots, the two X's. And you're gonna stand on those spots, student over here, advisor over there. Associate Dean Leidenheim will give the advisor your medallion. I will read a few words. Kathy will snap your photograph. You will proceed that way to get your medallion. No, you've already gotten your medallion, your certificate and your Stein. And then you're gonna go all the way around. And Kate Busco back there would be glad to take photographs of you against the blue wall here. We had a backdrop, but apparently it got, I don't know, washed away in the storm. It didn't come. But we've got a nice blue wall that will work very well for you. We will try to move this as efficiently as possible in the spirit of community and mutual support that is such a vital part of the honors experience. We do ask you to try to stay for the duration of the event. I know that some of our faculty and deans have to get to the graduate ceremony at the Cross Center. So we do understand that some may have to tip out a little bit early, but I'm hoping to get this done by 4 o'clock. And as I've already suggested, please feel free to continue to get beverages and more desserts. So let's begin. Will students whose last names begin with the letters A through CH, not all C's, just CH's, please line up over here. And Erin Kennedy, we'd also like you to come forward as well. All right. All right, all right, all right. If I could whistle, I would. Hush up, y'all. Man, thank you. Okay. All right. Our first graduate is Allison Anderson with her advisors Ian Bricknell and Melissa Leidenheim. Allie has been researching the impact of ecotourism on whale sharks, and her great enthusiasm for the topic was clearly evident from the start. Whale sharks are critically endangered, but have become a keystone species for tourists to visit and swim with in areas like the Gulf of Mexico. What is unknown is how this impacts their behavior and stress levels. Allie will bring all the skills and knowledge she has gained in researching her thesis to promote shark conservation efforts, and her work will hopefully help inform a code of conduct for ethical whale shark ecotourism in the future. Congratulations, Allison. Our next graduate is Brooke Arend. Brooke's advisor is Dr. Cynthia Eisenhower. Dr. Eisenhower cannot be with us today, so Melissa Leidenheim will confer the medallion. Brooke's honors thesis is focused on the intersection of two sustainable development goals. Goal 6 for clean water and sanitation, and Goal 5 for gender equality. It is a topic of significant societal relevance, considering that 72% of the global population lives in countries that are water insecure. Brooke's work to document these intersections and their silences reflects her deep personal commitment to just and equitable development pathways. I have no doubt that Brooke's empathy and concern for equity and justice will lead her to a lifetime of important work. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Brooke. We'll get the choreography right. Our next graduate is Lucas Bent. Lucas's advisor is Dr. Manuel Wursdorfer. Dr. Wursdorfer can't attend today, so Melissa Leidenheim will confer. I had the privilege of working closely with Lucas throughout his thesis process, watching him develop his ideas into a polished, thoughtful piece of work. His dedication to computer ethics research, critical thinking, and academic growth was genuinely inspiring, and it has been a joy to guide him through this transformative experience. I'm confident that the skills and insights Lucas gained during this process will continue to serve him well in his future endeavors, both academic and beyond. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Lucas. Next is Caitlin Byenberg with her advisor, Dr. Robert Wheeler. It has been a pleasure to have Caitlin in our laboratory for her thesis. She has had an authentic research experience full of new ideas and methods, failures and successes sprinkled with frustrations, and all tied up with a thorough understanding of one tiny little part of the world around us and a beautifully wrapped thesis. I'm impressed by how Caitlin has channeled and overcome life-changing difficulties and come out on the other side with even more grit and a warm smile. You have an impactful life in front of you, and I'm proud to be a part of it. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations. Our next graduate is Gabriella Bennett with her advisor, Jessica Leahy. Gabby was a Maine policy scholar this year, and in that capacity, she met the governor, attended legislative committee meetings, and shared her honors thesis research with state agency leadership, legislators, and lobbyists at a Maine Forest Products Council legislative breakfast. Gabby might seem on the quiet side at first, but she is deeply brave, and that will serve her well as she pursues her career in conservation law enforcement. You may confer the medallion. Congratulations, Gabby. Our next graduate is Emma Boudreau with her advisor, Dr. Benjamin King. Emma is an amazing student, mentor, researcher, and leader. She has excelled at analyzing RNA sequencing data and is a talented coder. We look forward to watching her progress at Tufts Medical School. Congratulations, Emma. You can confer the medallion, Dr. King. Our next graduate is William Bradley. William's advisor is Justin Dimmel, who can't attend with us today, so Melissa Leidenheim will confer. Professor Dimmel writes, I was lucky to have the privilege to work with William on his unique, creative, and engaging thesis process, and I wish him every success in his future endeavors. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, William. Our next graduate is Elizabeth Brennan with her advisor, Brian Olson. Elizabeth's work was specifically requested by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and her results are helping them better manage terns in the Gulf of Maine. She did an exceptional job learning a new coding language to run advanced statistical models on over 30 years of federal data. Her thesis clearly shows the impact of warming waters on 2 main tern species, and it will be submitted to a peer-reviewed journal over the summer. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Next up is Emily Brieva with her advisor, Dr. Michael Haddock. Emily's thesis work was a process of discovery. Over our year of work together, she discovered how to transform reflection about her experiences into researchable questions, how to connect those questions with actionable research strategies, and how to pivot her approach when those strategies didn't turn out as either of us expected. As I told Emily many times, that's what real research is like. Throughout this process of discovery, Emily's grit, tenacity, and passion for her research topic were unflagging. Congratulations, Emily, on this well-earned recognition for your honors thesis. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Emily. Next is Kylie Carrier with her advisor, Dr. Jean McCrae. It was a real pleasure to work with Kylie on her honors thesis. Despite working on her capstone project at the same time and taking a challenging set of classes, she stepped up and took ownership of her project. I know she will be a great addition to the environmental engineering profession, and I hope she continues to take the same pride in her work as she takes the next steps in her brilliant career. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Kylie. Our next graduate is Eleanor Carrollton with her advisor, Dr. Sally Malloy. Eleanor, calm, compassionate, innovative, with an agile brain, the improv queen, all key assets for an effective scientist and educator. Eleanor has carried out graduate level work in my lab, including mentoring new undergraduates. Her work characterizing viral encoded genes that increase antibiotic resistance in pathogenic mycobacteria will be published in an upcoming Malloy laboratory paper. Eleanor is going into the field of medical microbiology and hopes to complete her PhD in this field and educate future medical lab scientists. I triple dog dare you to test Eleanor's improv skills while she accepts this medallion. You can confer the medallion, improv if you like. Congratulations, Eleanor. Our next graduate is Daniela Chavez de Paz Solis and her advisor, Dr. Clarissa Henry. Daniela is probably the most independent honors college student I've had. She knew what she wanted to study, and she figured out how to leverage the expertise of multiple labs in order to do so. Good work, Daniela. You can confer the medallion. Congratulations, Daniela. Our next graduate is Kalina Chazen Knox. Her advisor is Dr. Patricia Goodhines, who can't be with us today. Melissa Leidenheim will confer the medallion. Kalina's honors research, which explored community resiliency factors for LGBTQ+ college student mental health, reflects a seamless integration of her cumulative college learning, personal values and passions, and history of community organizing and advocacy roles, both on campus and off. In this way, I believe that Kalina truly reflects the spirit of the Honors College mission to foster creative, compassionate, and engaged citizens. She collected and analyzed data, disseminated findings at the UMaine Student Symposium, and defended her thesis, all on an impressively fast timeline, and proved herself to be a collegial and collaborative junior colleague at every step. Well done and congratulations, Kalina. I'm so excited to see what you do next. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Kalina. Next up is Kylie Chen with her advisor, Dr. Sydney Record. Last summer, Kylie joined my research team at the highly selective Harvard Forest Summer Research Program in ecology. Kylie is an inquisitive researcher who shows an inordinate curiosity with the natural world and is able to pick up challenging data science skills easily. Kylie has been a wonderful collaborator on our tree seedling project, and I cannot wait to see what cool things she does after graduation. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Kylie. Our next graduate is Erin Kennedy. We're going slightly out of order here due to a conflict for her advisor. She has co-advisors, William D. Nichols and Janet Nichols. Erin will certainly become an excellent professional in the field of education. She strives for high quality, which has been shown throughout her coursework and active participation in the thesis process. She demonstrates the important characteristics that will help her become a successful teacher. She is intelligent, flexible, and responsive to feedback. We are confident that Erin will be an asset to the education profession in general, and that she will utilize her professionalization, utilize her professionalism, love of learning, and sense of fairness to reach out to those in need. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Erin. All right, will students whose last names begin with the letters CI through F line up along the wall with your advisors? It takes longer than you think to line people up in perfect alphabetical order, but we're doing great. All right. We ready? All right. Our next student, our next graduate is Erin Champa with her advisor, Dr. Sandra D. Urioste Stone. Oh. What happened? Yeah. Listen, you magical or something. I think we're going to wait till the lighting comes up just a little bit. So you just have to stand there awkwardly while we all watch you. Oh, I think it's one of my dean colleagues, very smart, points out that people against the wall might be leaning against the dimmer. Whichever one of you is responsible. If it's a student, I don't know. Just kidding. All right. Thank you, Joe. I have had the privilege to work with Erin since she was considering potential research topics for her honors thesis. Erin's enthusiasm for conducting research and her desire to learn have made the advising process enjoyable and easy to navigate. Thank you, Erin, for all of your dedication and interest in collecting data at Acadia, for learning new analytical tools, and for your dedication to completing a high-quality thesis. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Erin. Our next graduate is Cameron Solinsky with his advisor, Douglas Boosfield. Cameron's project has the potential to displace plastic wrap packaging with paper-based materials. While he has had some surprises and difficulties in the work, he figured out a path to get to the final goals. Congratulations to Cameron. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Cameron. I think one of the things you start to notice is how often the advisors point out the challenges that students have faced in pursuing their research, and that is part of the drill. And it is part of why we think the grit and resiliency of this is quite extraordinary. So I just wanted to make that observation. Our next graduate is Madison Coffin with her advisor, Jared Talbot. Maddie has an amazing ability to surmount seemingly impossible challenges. This trait has led her to key discoveries in my group, and I expect it will also bring her phenomenal success after graduation. Thank you, Maddie, for the time and care you have brought to your projects. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Maddie. Our next graduate is Braden Collard. Braden's advisor is Dr. Kate Ruskin. She can't be here, so Dr. Brian Olson will confer the medallion. Braden's passion for birds was apparent in his first semester at UMaine, and it has only grown since. With his thesis work, he is helping to advance the conservation of the salt marsh sparrow, a local Maine species that is predicted to be extinct by 2060. Braden's thesis work is contributing to our knowledge of the salt marsh sparrow and helping to forestall its extinction. Wonderful work. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Braden. Our next graduate is Mia Karate with her advisor, Clarissa Henry. It has been such a delight to have Mia in the lab for the past few years. She is a critical thinker, productive, and I can't wait to hear about how she will thrive in graduate school. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Mia. Our next advisor is Samson Cournaine. Sorry, that would be the student. I've elevated you. You've graduated and you're an advisor. Congratulations. Our next graduate is Samson Cournaine, whose advisor, Dr. Greg Nelson, can't be with us today. Samson represents what all computer science students should strive to be: knowledgeable, critical, and ethical, not afraid to stand up for one's beliefs, and centered on the users of technology and systems. He is open-minded and welcomes critique and feedback, and his work on co-designing an app for pre-diabetics to help themselves through experimentation and behavior change was empowering and only the beginning of what he is capable of. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Samson. Our next graduate is Virginia Crossland with her advisor, Dr. Michael Sokolow. Ginny proved a dedicated and conscientious advisee. She pursued a new analytical approach that had never before been attempted, and her findings proved informative and valuable. She's a motivated and enthusiastic student of journalism and now understands framing and story production in new ways. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Virginia. Our next advisor is Catherine Davison with her I'm sorry, I did it again. It's a lot of pressure up here, folks. I'm trying. Our next graduate is Catherine Davison with her co-advisors, Dr. Jessica Riccardi and Dr. Sarah Walton. Throughout the honors thesis process, Katie maintained a client-centered mindset, tailoring her project to understand the personal experiences of college students with brain injury. Not only does her project represent years of independent work and dedication, but also the results of this study uniquely add to our understanding of the barriers and facilitators to participation for this clinical population. Katie has been a deeply dedicated and conscientious thesis advisee. We truly enjoyed working with her and are very excited for her to continue pursuing these topics, which are both personally and professionally meaningful to her in her career after graduation. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Catherine. Our next graduate is Juliana Day with her advisor, Dr. Michael Grillo. Juliana opens up questions of how we experience choral music by looking to the spaces in which we hear it. Architectural spaces distinctly shape music so that listening to music designed with a particular type of architectural setting in mind gives it dimensions otherwise lost in other venues. Architecture also embodies cultural values in its designs, psychologically conditioning us in a manner that shapes how we engage in the social moment of being gathered as a receptive audience. Her work opens up how we hear music and how we find particular concerts memorable as shared experiences. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Juliana. Our next graduate is Matthew Day, his advisor, Dr. Jonathan Barron. Matthew is a delight. Witty and engaged, he brings innovative new insights to Robert Frost's poetry that are nothing short of remarkable. He is a pleasure to work with, and I am very excited to see what he does in the future. Confer the medallion. Congratulations, Matthew. Our next advisor is Juliet Dutton. Nope, dang it. Who wants to take my job? Anyone? Anyone? Our next graduate is Juliet Dutton. Her advisor, Fayeza Ahmed, cannot attend today, so Melissa Leidenheim will confer the medallion. It has been an absolute pleasure working with Juliet over this year. Juliet's intellectual curiosity has been a joy to witness. She chose to take on a challenging project using complex data analyses on a large data set. She worked diligently and learned so much. I'm excited to hear about her future endeavors, as I'm sure she will be successful in anything she chooses to do. You may confer the medallion. Congratulations, Juliet. Our next graduate is CJ Evans Ralston, who made a really, really wonderful turtle habitat out of Legos, which you may have seen in the slideshow. And if you take it away from Colvin Hall, be sad. CJ's advisor is Dr. Caroline Noblet. CJ started down this honors journey by doing one of the best and most impressive things any student can do: question something very deeply that he learned in class. He questioned, he considered, and then designed and administered his own experiments to test the concept that caught his attention. He found his love of research and coding, and the rest is history. I know that he will be successful in whatever he chooses as his next adventure. I suspect one day, very soon, I will proudly cite one of his research studies. You may confer the medallion. Congratulations, CJ. Our next graduate is Kenneth Ferris with his advisor, Dr. Brian Olson. Kenny's thesis explores a long-standing disagreement in evolutionary ecology, presenting the history and the arguments for each side. He then successfully shows how one side of the argument is key to understanding how animal behavior drives the evolution of animal niches. Kenny's arguments show exceptional curiosity and intellectual creativity as they try to bring clarity to a very muddled academic conversation. You may confer the medallion. Congratulations, Kenneth. Our next graduate is Edward Feeney, with his advisor, Dr. Michael Grillo. Edward has explored issues of identity and the other through photography in a manner that underscores our social shaping through popular and historical media. His works open up a mirror to self and society perception and projection, and how we perform our identity through culturally shared languages of expressive bodies, clothing, comportment, environment, and social interaction. Much as in Shelley's Frankenstein, embracing the other hinges on our willingness to look beyond initial appearances of difference to instead empathetically listen to diverse individuals to understand our underlying essential commonality. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Edward. Our next graduate is Aaliyah Ferreira. Her advisors, Jennifer Blossom and Patricia Goodhines, cannot join us today. Aaliyah's honors project on adolescent substance use stemmed from her inspiration to conduct value-driven research that gives back. Her commitment to research that has tangible and positive impacts on youth's well-being is commendable. We've been consistently impressed by Aaliyah's unwavering motivation and adaptability to overcome unforeseen challenges to the research process while keeping her project on track. We are confident that these qualities, along with her exceptional communication and collaboration skills, will support her long-term career aspirations and enable her to have a meaningful and lasting impact on her community. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Aaliyah. Next up is Rory Flaherty, with their advisor, Jeremy Parker. For his thesis, Rory crafted an unsettling and haunting exploration of queer and trans body horror. Rory is a sharp, dedicated, and prolific writer, a serious talent, who is both visceral and experimental, focused on keen psychological inquiries into what it means to live in a body. It has been a joy to witness Rory's storytelling. He has truly made the world a richer, stranger, and more beautifully unsettling place, not just for horror, but for those who find themselves reflected in horror's uncharted corners. You may confer the medallion. Congratulations, Rory. Our next graduate is Lauren Fracassa, with her advisor, Dr. Sabrina DeTurk. Lauren has translated her personal experience studying abroad in South Korea into a thesis that probes the question of how beauty standards impact mental health across cultures. I've appreciated her ability to combine a review of the academic literature with personal observations in ways that enriched her work and offered a new perspective on this important topic. I know that she will continue to explore the world around her and make meaningful connections between culture and psychology in her future endeavors. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Lauren. Will students whose last names begin with the letters G through L please line up with your advisors? All right. Our next graduate is Ashley Gaidashek. Oh, wait, no, I lied to you. Surprise. Our next graduate is Kayleen Gass. With Kayleen's advisor, Shauna Annis, who can't join us today. Kayleen has tackled an important issue, a fungus that is killing amphibians, which is impacting diversity and the functioning of ecosystems around the world. I've been very impressed with Kayleen's depth of research and ability to integrate this information. She's a wonderful person to work with, and I look forward to hearing what she tackles next. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Kayleen. Our next graduate is Ashley Gaidashek with her advisor, Jennifer Newell Cato. Ashley has focused her research on the antioxidant properties of cedar bark extract in the nematode worm. She's a student who is filled with remarkable intelligence and focus, and she is always a team player. Anyone who has met her knows she has an incredible energy and spark for life. Please wish her the best as she pursues her goal of obtaining a graduate degree in biomedical sciences. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Ashley. Our next graduate is Tovin Gordeski Hooper. His advisor, Dr. Cynthia Eisenhower, is not able to be with us today. Tobin is deeply curious and will, no doubt, be a lifelong learner and positive contributor to society. His honors research combines significant secondary research on the relationship between climate change and increased soil salinity, with attention to its impacts on human livelihoods and adaptive solutions. While that project was certainly sufficient for an honors thesis, Tovin's curiosity and love of learning also inspired him to integrate an experimental design to better understand the capacity for salt-tolerant cultivars to aid in climate adaptation efforts. I'm deeply proud of what Tovin has accomplished and look forward to hearing about his ongoing contributions in the sustainability sciences. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Tobin. Our next graduate is Emily Hartman with her advisor, Dr. Ian Bricknell. Emily has been writing a book on sea slugs, or nudibranchs. This group of animals is very hard to find good general text on, and Emily has taken this responsibility very seriously and produced the first ever comprehensive book on nudibranchs aimed at the enthusiast, as well as making the book extremely accessible to citizen scientists, amateur naturalists, and budding marine biologists. Currently, she's seeking publishers for this amazing work. Congratulations, Emily. Please confer the medallion. It looks like branches. It's spelled Nudibranchs, so I had to study that one. Our next graduate is Serafina Hodgson with her advisor, Dr. Jane Pullman. Sarah, working with you as your honors thesis advisor has been a genuine privilege. What began as a 3D model of the cochlea transformed into a powerful qualitative study that gave voice to the hopes and fears of families with young, deaf, and hard of hearing children. Your compassion and insight have left a lasting impact on the field, and the Communication Sciences and Disorders Department is so proud of you and excited for your next adventure. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Serafina. Our next graduate is May Lee Johnson with her advisor, Dr. Paul Rawson. Dr. Rawson writes, "It has been a real pleasure working with May Lee as a student in several courses that I teach and as an advisee. Her easygoing demeanor hides her passionate interest in terrapins, conservation biology, and science education, and we wish her continued success in her future educational pursuits. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Maylee. Our next graduate is Tyler Kokkonen with his advisor, Dr. Tammy Mills. Tyler studied teachers' perceptions of political polarization and its impact on schools, with a particular focus on rural communities. His honors thesis thoughtfully centered educators' voices, critically engaged multiple perspectives, and highlighted different experiences. Tyler demonstrated remarkable commitment into intellectual maturity, balancing full-time coursework, a demanding job, and the rigor of independent research. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Tyler. Our next graduate is Olivia Schellender with her, nope, did I say it? Did I do it right? Our next graduate, now I'm questioning everything. That's the honors way. Our next graduate is Olivia Schellender. With her, she has co-advisors, Dr. Sabrina DeTurk and Dr. Hao Hong. Dr. DeTurk will confer the medallion. Please come forward. Olivia's creative thesis project involved the production of a series of oil paintings that drew on her relationship to the philosophical principles of the Tao Te Ching, as well as on her understanding of femininity as both concept and lived experience. Olivia worked and reworked her canvases, showing a sensitivity to color and form as a means of personal expression, informed by her readings in philosophy. Her disquisition, particularly her descriptions of each painting, reflected a nuanced and poetic sense of self-exploration. She is a creative and deeply reflective thinker, an excellent writer, and she finished a great thesis project that truly represents who she is. The thesis is smart, profound, inspiring, genuine, powerful, and enigmatic in the Taoist sense, and so is she. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations to Olivia. Our next graduate is Isabel Kostelnik with her advisor, Dr. Jessica Leahy. Izzy approached her research at Acadia National Park with independence and determination, securing her own permits, navigating IRB approval, and building strong professional connections along the way. Watching her grow from a hesitant researcher to one who fully embraces the process has been inspiring, and I have no doubt that she will continue to make meaningful contributions to parks and protected areas. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Izzy. Our next graduate is Baylor Landsman. His advisor, Dr. Kristen Vakasi, cannot join us today. Correct? She left, yeah. Oh, she was here. She had to depart. Dr. Leidenheim will confer the medallion. Baylor is passionate about his research on the micropolitics of cruise ships in Bar Harbor. His thesis revealed a deeply thoughtful approach to analyzing his own community and the many trade-offs it faces in the balance between community well-being and environmental health and economic opportunity. I have no doubt that Baylor will continue to use his sharp analytical skills to make Bar Harbor and our state a better place. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Baylor. Hannah. Our next graduate is Hannah Lembry. Her advisor is Suzanne Angeli, but Dr. Ben King will confer the medallion. Hannah was a thoughtful and diligent researcher and teaching assistant. Her research presentations were polished and informative and well executed. I have no doubt that she will excel in whatever her next endeavors may be. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Hannah. Our next graduate is Roxana Langiel. Her advisor is Dr. Kara Peruccio, who was on Jeopardy last night, I believe. Is that correct? Not to steal your thunder or anything, but
By all means.
did she win?
I am gonna find that out in an hour.
Oh, she won. Oh, she's coming back. Okay. All right. All right. Back to Roxana. Roxana and I both started at UMaine in 2021, and it has been such a privilege to follow and support her intellectual growth. After spending a year abroad in Germany, Roxana studied Holocaust memorials, their history, art, and politics to create her own Mosaic Memorial. Her thesis was the most intellectually ambitious that I have encountered during my time at UMaine. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Roxana. Our next graduate is Sonia Leone with her advisor, Dr. Sharon Klein. Sonia is one of the most hardworking and talented students I have had the pleasure to advise. Her approach to qualitative research is scientific, elegant, and impactful, and her commitment to helping people and the environment is inspirational. I very much look forward to continuing to advise Sonia as a graduate student next year. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Sonia. Our next graduate is Amanda Levesque. Her advisor, Dr. Rosalie Purvis. Amanda's writing maps out a beautiful and poignant borderland of culture and language that is painstakingly specific and ornate, yet relatable to so many of us. I am grateful to Amanda for her fierce creativity and vibrant spirit, which have inspired me so much on this journey. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Amanda. Our next graduate is Elijah Lines. His advisor is Dr. Carl Kreutz, who is not with us today. Dr. Kreutz writes, Eli came to me with a passion for field science in the Patagonia region of South America. His previous experience with travel and glacier science in the region was impressive, and it has been a pleasure to help him gain additional skills and investigate questions that are important for ongoing climate and ecosystem change. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Eli. Will students whose last names begin with the letters M through SN, only SN, line up with your advisors? All right. We're ready for the next amazing cluster. Our next graduate is Marguerite McCullough with her advisor, Dr. Thomas Rounsville. It has been my pleasure to watch Maggie develop into a skilled scientist through our work together the last 2 years. I'm looking forward to our continued collaboration as she continues on her academic journey as an MS student in my lab this summer. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Marguerite. Our next graduate is Alexandria Banu Morgan with her advisor, Dr. Jordan LeBeuf. Alex has been an incredible colleague for the past 4 years. Her research didn't stop with her thesis. She completed a second entirely independent project after her defense. She has been a cornerstone of the lab and will be sorely missed. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Alex. Our next graduate is Kieran Morrill with her advisor, Dr. Walter Golette. Kieran has been a pleasure to work with throughout this entire process. She's been engaged, invested, and genuinely interested in this topic, critically thinking through what is arguably one of the most controversial issues in the Gulf of Maine and greater Northwest Atlantic between species conservation and fisheries management. She has approached this topic with an open mind and delved into all sides of a very contentious topic to evaluate potential resolutions. Kieran, it's been a pleasure to work with you. Thank you for choosing me as your advisor, and I wish you the best on the next step of your career path. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Kieran. Our next graduate is Alexander Morissette. And their advisor is Dr. Melissa Leidenheim. It was such a joy, writes Dr. Leidenheim, to work with Alex on this creative thesis project. A wildlife ecology major with a passion for music, Alex took full advantage of this opportunity to pursue that passion by writing, performing, producing, and launching an extended play album titled Ghosts. Look for it on Spotify. Alex took a risk and ventured into this space with courage, heart, and a willingness to be vulnerable. The results are 5 beautiful and moving songs, along with a deep well of knowledge about making music. Keep following your passions, Alex. I can't wait to see where they take you. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Alex. Our next graduate is Maya Muthig, her advisor, Dr. Robert Wheeler. I am so impressed with what Maya has accomplished in her research with us over the past 3 years. She has used transparent zebrafish to show that one microbe gene helps it to avoid early immune attack by the first responders to an infection. And she watched how that happens using a confocal microscope to track individual immune cells attacking the invader. Maya's hard work for the past 3 years prepared her to contribute high-quality work to a peer-reviewed paper. A lot of perspiration and a bit of inspiration, and she achieved what few undergraduates managed to do. Maya, you are an impressive early career scientist, and I am looking forward to your next steps. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Maya. Our next graduate is Natalie Niehaus with her advisor, Dr. Ian Bricknell. I think it's Nahas. It's Nahas. They give me some phonetic spelling sometimes, and sometimes I just kind of don't spell them the way the phonetic spelling tells me to pronounce them. Natalie Nahas. Nahas? Nahas. Dang it. Nahas. Say it together. All right. Natalie has been conducting a meta-analysis of the impact climate change has had on the migration of lemon sharks. Female lemon sharks migrate to warm, shallow water to speed up their gestation. The warmer the water, the quicker they give birth. It appears that lemon sharks are giving birth earlier in the year than ever before. Natalie's work investigates how climate change may impact the survival of lemon shark pups. For example, are they being born before the prey species have migrated to an area, causing a shortage of prey for the young sharks? You may confer the medallion. Congratulations, Natalie. Our next graduate is Dominic Needham with his advisor, Dr. Melody Neely. Dom personifies service to others, and his integrity and character are apparent to all who know him. He has excelled academically in the classroom, has been stellar in the research lab, and has exhibited highly empathetic and compassionate behavior as a peer mentor. However, his true passion is in working to find ways to serve others in the community and beyond. I look forward to seeing his continued success as he embraces medical school and eventually becomes a practicing physician. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Dom. Our next graduate is Madeline Noble. Her advisor is Dr. Eric Landis. Clearly, Dr. Landis writes, Maddie was driven and could do independent work, as her advisors disappeared midway through her research. She nevertheless was able to complete some excellent work that will add to the rapidly changing field of sustainable building materials. I hope there was nothing untoward that happened in this disappearance. We didn't know. Okay, excellent. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Madeline. You could make a really good story out of that. My advisors disappeared. Our next graduate is Riley Palazzo. Her advisor, Dr. Heather Hamlin, can't be with us today. But Dr. Hamlin writes, working with Riley on her honors thesis has been an absolute pleasure. From the outset, she demonstrated a remarkable ability to synthesize scientific literature and apply it meaningfully to shape the rationale behind her project. Her clarity of thought, intellectual maturity, and consistent work ethic were evident throughout the research process. Riley's project stands as a testament to her deep engagement with both science and scholarship. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Riley. Our next graduate is Gunnar Palm. Gunnar's advisor is Dr. Robert Causey. This may be a first for me because I'm going to venture into some scatology. It's basically, I'm going to talk about poo and pee in a minute, but it was in the comments, so I can't do a thing about it. Horse injuries during riding can be prevented by creating arena surfaces that mimic the qualities of turf, especially the cushion and friction, give and grip of grass. The removal of horse waste products, poop and pee, from arena surfaces while leaving synthetic fibers and sand in place poses a considerable challenge of separating various components. Gunnar Palm's research project has been to develop a novel technique of separating poop from arena sand and fiber, allowing poop to be disposed of appropriately while sand and fiber stays in place. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Gunnar. We often say our students study the things that make them passionate.
Or their advisors.
Or their advisors make their advisors passionate. That's right. Our next graduate is Jordan Ramos. with her advisor, Lily Calderwood. Jordan Ramos brought much needed artistic creativity to my UMaine Extension Wild Blueberry Research and Education team. She reached out to growers who she wanted to interview and went to work with them in the field, which takes determination in a very traditional agricultural industry. The paintings she has created, and I will just add they're very extraordinary, reflect her experience learning about how hand-raking wild blueberries connects people to the land, an important reminder in this time when humans are becoming further and further from understanding who or what harvests their food. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Jordan. Our next graduate is Alexa Rosenberg with her advisor, Dr. Mary Tedesco-Schneck. It has been an honor to advise Alexa on her thesis, Assisting Parents and School Personnel to Support School-Aged Children between 5 to 7 years of age in the United States to mitigate gun violence, anxiety, or worry. Alexa's passion and dedication to this topic has and will continue to make a significant impact on the young people in our society. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Alexa. Our next graduate is Aaliyah Schweikert. Her advisor is Dr. Peter Avis. Aaliyah rocked her honors thesis experience because she started working on it fantastically early in the process. Brava. She then married some of her core interests in GIS and mycology to generate a particular novel project, which is a mushroom map of Maine, correct? Yes, a mushroom map of Maine. I'm so excited to see her do great things in the future. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Aaliyah. Our students do such amazing things, they really do. And here's another one, Zachary Scott. His advisor, Dr. Jane Wang. Zachary worked on an interdisciplinary project that wove together many aspects of his education and interests, from statistics to computer science to Latin epic poetry. The project challenged and taught us both so much, and it was exciting to see Zachary put all the pieces together to produce an insightful and original thesis. His dedication, passion, and excitement about his project were inspiring, and it was a joy to work with him. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Zachary. Our next graduate is Morgan Scheiber with her advisor, Dr. Christopher Nightingale. Dr. Nightingale writes, Morgan is a hardworking and thoughtful young woman who is willing to go outside of her comfort zone and stretch her abilities to conduct her research. She did excellent work and will certainly be a success in physical therapy school next year. Congratulations, you may confer the medallion. Morgan. Hey. I was on the committee. Our next graduate is Natalie Snyder. Her advisor is Dr. Danielle Levesque. She will be, the medallion will be conferred by Dr. Brian Olson. Dr. Levesque writes, it has been great getting to know Natalie over the last few years. She's bright, she's conscientious, she can do great work. We'll miss having her in the lab. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Natalie. All right, will students whose last name begin with letters S, O through Z, please line up with your advisors. And Chloe Boyce, please step forward as well. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Excellent. Our next graduate is Mason Soares with his advisor, Dr. Jared Talbot. Mason brought incredible care, dedication, and focus to everything he did in my lab, leading to pivotal work. Without his contributions, I would have had to let go of some dream projects. Mason, I am honored that you chose to work in my lab. You will go far in life. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Mason. Our next graduate is Camille Stiverson. Her advisor is Dr. Heather Hamlin. It has been a joy to work with Camille through the honors thesis process. Her project examining mate preference and anxiety-like behavior in female beta splendens was guided by strong scientific curiosity and thoughtful attention to detail. Camille brought care, consistency, and insight to every stage of her work. Her commitment to asking meaningful biological questions was matched by her dedication in the lab. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Camille. I'm coming in. Was on this video too. Our next graduate is Emily Stockman. Her advisor, Dr. Nicholas Masinski, is not with us today. Emily approached me with an ambitious project, hoping to examine the impact and ethics of development aid around the world. Emily's project examines the origins of the development industry by focusing on the Marshall Plan, specifically the ways that this historic $13 billion investment in Europe was both explicitly and implicitly gendered. Emily has uncovered a little-told story about the role of gender in the post-World War II reconstruction of Europe through original documents, congressional budgets, presidential speeches, and UN documents. She also drew on her study abroad experience in Paris to write an insightful and timely thesis. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations to Emily. Our next graduate is Maxine Straub. Their advisor is Dr. Ed Nedo. I worked with Max on an interdisciplinary honors and painting project that ties their knowledge of writing, storytelling, and psychology to several narrative paintings that deal with surreal imagery and sleep issues. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Maxine. Our next graduate is Nathaniel Swanson with his advisor, Dr. Daniel Hayes. Nathaniel approached his thesis with exceptional initiative and independence, developing an innovative project that brought advanced research topics to practical conservation applications. His project blended boots on the ground work with spatial modeling technologies, involving an invaluable experience working for a summer at Roosevelt Campobello International Park. Nathaniel's research into using geographic information systems to analyze climate resilience in the park demonstrates not only his technical skills, but also his commitment to environmental stewardship and creating tools that help managers make data-driven decisions for climate adaptation and mitigation. Please confer the medallion, and congratulations to Nathaniel. Our next graduate is Jason Thatcher. Oh, our next graduate is Emily Voigt with her advisor, Dr. Alexis Foster. Dr. Foster writes, "It has been a joy to mentor Emily Voigt throughout her honors thesis journey in theater. Her creativity, dedication, and deep understanding of the art form have been truly inspiring." Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Emily. Our next graduate is Maple Waltner. Their advisor is Matthew Chatfield. Maple has worked extremely hard on their honors project over the last year. Their research journey began last summer by joining the Wood Turtle Project crew conducting field work in central Maine. Heat, humidity, biting insects, poison ivy were all par for the course. But Maple succeeded in collecting much needed behavioral data that would form the foundation of their honors thesis. Over the academic year, Maple continued their exploration by attending our weekly lab meetings and even leading discussions of papers from the peer-reviewed literature. The result was a beautiful poster at this year's Student Symposium and a well-written thesis that is both insightful and fills a gap in the turtle behavior literature. Congratulations, Maple, on a job well done. It has been a pleasure having you in the lab. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations to Maple. Our next graduate is Hayden Willis. Hayden's advisor is Dudu Morellis. The medallion will be conferred by Daniel Hayes. Dr. Morellis writes, "Working with Hayden has been fantastic. He is incredibly smart, independent, and he produced amazing work. Hayden's future is bright." Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Hayden. Our next graduate is Meadow Wind. Her advisor is Dr. Cynthia Erdley, who is not with us today. Dr. Erdley writes, "I hope that the knowledge that you have gained and the ideas that you have developed while working on your thesis will benefit you in your future work in the mental health field. Happy graduation, Meadow, and all best wishes." Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Meadow. Our next graduate is Sylvia Wright with her advisor, Dr. Ian Bricknell. Sylvia has been working on the evolution of sharks by comparing the important immunological gene RAG2 between shark species, jawless fish, and the groups of fish that led to the land invertebrates. She has found out that RAG2 is a gene that first appears in sharks and is absent in the protovertebrates like jawless fish and echinoderms. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Sylvia. Our next graduate is Joe Zeno. with his advisor, Dr. Jacqueline Gill. This comment actually has some stage directions. I'm pretty excited about it. Just wait and see if you can hear what's being referenced. It has been an absolute joy, writes Dr. Gill, to work with Joy Zeno, whose honors thesis is the kind of project we usually see at the master's level. Incredibly ambitious, innovative, and destined to be remembered all too well. Joe brings quiet determination, scientific rigor, and a spark of curiosity to his research, with groundbreaking research that will shape our understanding of alpine plants evermore. As I've gotten to know him over the last few years, I've been so impressed by his ability to shake it off, like Diapensia on a windswept mountaintop. Joe, I am so incredibly proud of your determination, your bravery, and your creativity. You are truly golden. Please confer the medallion. Congratulations, Joe. Joe, do you want to let everyone know what those were all about in case some people didn't get it? It's Taylor Swift. It says here, note the asterisk bracket Taylor Swift Easter eggs to be read with emphasis. I do what I'm told. All right, our final, last but not least graduate is Chloe Boyes. Chloe's advisor is Dr. Jennifer Crittenden, who can't be with, there are a lot of competing events today. Dr. Crittenden writes, Chloe is a thoughtful and insightful scholar. Her work stands out because she carefully considers both the wider social context and the personal human impact of her research. It has been rewarding to witness her development in this area, particularly her exploration of how different life roles intersect for women in care work. This thesis is a testament to her intellectual flexibility and her ability to adapt effectively when faced with the inevitable, unexpected challenges and necessary pivots that come with human subjects research. Congratulations, Chloe. Please confer the medallion. So I think you can see that our students are quite extraordinary. And one of the things I want to observe, I've already observed the fact that the comments have addressed a lot of the challenges that students face in research. I also want to note, we really do mean it when we say that the Honors College is an all-discipline, all-major honors college. This body of graduates, you can see the extraordinary wide variety of work that they're producing in all fields, from arts and humanities to engineering and everything in between. And it just makes me have so much faith in the future. The kids are all right, and you're doing amazing, amazing work. Please join me in congratulating all of these extraordinary students. Of course, our students' work is, as you can see, guided and enhanced by truly extraordinary, gifted, committed faculty who serve these students in capacities as thesis advisors, thesis committee members, classroom instructors, laboratory guides, informal mentors, shoulders to cry on, all of it. Would all faculty members, whether you have been an advisor or a committee member or have taught students in any classroom, would all faculty members with us today please stand so we can thank you. We could not do this work. Students, you could not do this work without them. We are truly grateful. Please stand so we can recognize you. Now is the time in our ceremony when we pause to recognize individuals who have achieved and served the University of Maine and the Honors College in extraordinary ways. I would first like to recognize Alexandria Benu Morgan and Dominique Needham, the University of Maine's 2024 co-salutatorians. We will take them in turn. Alex, will you please step forward? Alexandria Benu Morgan of Perry, Maine, is a psychology major with minors in neuroscience and philosophy. Her journey at the University of Maine has been one of self-discovery through scholarly pursuits and service. A Maine top scholar, Alex secured more than $60,000 in funding for her undergraduate research. At UMaine's Cultural Religion, Attitudes, and Beliefs Lab, where she has been the undergraduate director since 2022, she studied the prejudices that impact minority groups. With support from a McGillicuddy Humanities Center undergraduate fellowship and a Center for Undergraduate Research summer fellowship, she interviews second-generation Iranian American immigrants to better understand how holding multiple identities affects well-being. She has studied how white Christian nationalism promotes prejudice toward Black Americans, presenting her work at the International Association for the Psychology of Religion Conference in the Netherlands. A committed mentor, Alex has served with high school students participating in the Maine State Science Fair, nurtured high school students' interest in philosophy, and served as a peer facilitator and teaching assistant for many courses, including in the Honors College. Following graduation, Alex plans to research and advocate for state policy to bridge the inequality gap in Maine's rural healthcare and ultimately pursue a doctorate in clinical psychology. Please join me in recognizing the UMaine co-salutatorian, Alexandria Benu Morgan. This girl gonna be blingy. There's our next, the next student I'd like to recognize is Dominique Needham. I'm looking over in this general, there he is, over there. Also a co-salutatorian. Dominic Needham of VZ, Maine, is a microbiology major whose thesis research on Group B Streptococcus, or GBS, was supported by the Maine INBRE Research Fellowship and the Caroline E. Reed Pre-Medical Thesis Fellowship. Dom presented this work at 2 UMaine Student Symposia and 2 Maine Biological and Medical Sciences Symposia. Last year, Dom traveled to Senegal with UMaine's Partners for World Health, PWH chapter. During the trip, which was funded by a grant from Projects for Peace and UMaine's Cohen Center for Leadership and Public Service, Dom and his peers helped hundreds of people receive primary care from medical providers and helped interview and educate 200 pregnant women as an initiative to lower infant and maternal mortality rates in sub-Saharan Africa. Dom credits his experience in a first-year phage genomics class as giving him both skill and confidence in the lab, and he paid that forward by serving as a teaching assistant for that course for 2 years in a row. In addition to his role as vice president and recycling coordinator for PWH, Dom is the president of the UMaine Health Professions Club, which I believe he resurrected. He has worked as a gross pathology intern at Dahl Chase Diagnostic Services and as an inpatient pharmacy tech at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center, where he also volunteers his time through PWH. After a gap year, Dom plans to go to medical school and specialize in infectious disease or pathology. He hopes to one day return to Maine to serve our community. Please join me in congratulating Dominique Needham. Throughout the months of April and May, we eagerly await information regarding which of our students have been named outstanding students in their colleges. This year, we would like to recognize both Elizabeth Brennan, outstanding graduate in the College of Earth, Life, and Health Sciences, and Alexandria Benu Morgan, outstanding graduate in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Students, please stand so we can recognize you. Where's Liz? Back there. We also have a large number of students who have been named outstanding students in their departments or schools. It's very hard with students in all majors to collect all this information systematically. So if you are such a student who has been recognized as an outstanding student in your department or school, please stand and be recognized. Congratulations, everyone. We will now turn our attention to special recognition in the Honors College. First, I would like to recognize the many students who have served as peer facilitators in honors courses throughout their time in the college. In this vital role, students gain leadership and mentoring skills, collaborate with faculty on planning and delivering lessons, and serve as critical links between the student body and instructors. We are proud of and grateful to them. Would any student who has served as an honors peer facilitator in any course at any point in their education here, please stand so we can thank you. I would now like to acknowledge our graduating Honors College ambassadors. These students represent the Honors College at countless admissions and recruiting events, both on campus and off, showing up often at 7:30 a.m. on a Saturday, which is no good for anybody, especially not for a college student, a busy college student. They conduct tours for prospective students, and they represent the college in a host of other capacities. We rely on them, and we value their work in more ways than we can say. The ambassador team is led by Sarah Nessie, who is our coordinator of recruitment and first-year initiatives for the Honors College. Sarah and graduating Honors College ambassadors, please stand so we can thank you. Thank you all. I would now like to invite Associate Dean Melissa Ladenheim to step forward to present our outstanding honors graduate, outstanding international honors graduate, the Honors College Dean's Award, and the Honors College Service Award.
Thank you, everyone. The outstanding graduating student in honors is Alexandria Morgan. What? You've already heard Dean Weinauer speak about Alex a little bit earlier in our program, and clearly Alex has excelled at UMaine, both in and outside of the classroom, fully embracing multiple opportunities to learn, grow, and contribute to our community. As an honors college, we seek to help students become creative problem solvers, intellectual risk takers, and compassionate, engaged citizens. Alex exemplifies all of these qualities and more. Professor Jordan LeBoeuf, Alex's thesis advisor and mentor, notes, and I quote, "Alex is not just successful, she is also a truly remarkable person, leader, and collaborator. She is kind, generous, and infectiously positive and optimistic. Her spirit has elevated and empowered all the groups to which she has been a part. Alex is an incredible ideal example of what honors students at UMaine can achieve and can do in service to our school and their home communities. Please join me in congratulating Alex, the outstanding graduating student in honors."
Wouldn't she be blingy?
The outstanding graduating international student in honors is Daniela Chavez de Paz Solis, a graduate of the Maine School of Science and Mathematics. And Daniela, please come and join us. Daniela is from Lima, Peru. She's a biology major with a concentration in pre-medical sciences and plans on enrolling in an MD PhD program in the near future after participating in a research fellowship at the National Human Genome Research Institute. Daniela's experiences at UMaine have enabled her to connect her passions for science and service, including providing opportunities for research, while also establishing a chapter of the Maine Red Cross on our campus. Daniela herself speaks to the value of her experiences at UMaine, and I quote, "These experiences not only solidified my passion for translational medicine, but also confirmed my calling to become a physician scientist, someone who bridges discovery and care to make meaningful contributions to patients' lives. These experiences revealed the multifaceted nature of medicine. It is not just a field of scientific discovery, but a profoundly human and social endeavor. They reshaped my understanding of caring for others and inspired me to approach medicine with curiosity, precision, empathy, awareness, and a deep commitment to justice." Please join me in congratulating Daniela, the outstanding graduating international student in honors. The Dean's Award recognizes the extraordinary challenges that many of our students face in pursuing and completing honors. And as you can tell, this is a bit of a theme through today's events. Dean Weinour and I are very pleased to present the Dean's Award to Aaliyah Ferreira. Aaliyah successfully met both the requirements of her degree program in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences and those in honors, while also managing a demanding work schedule outside of the classroom and facing personal challenges. She did so with grace and determination, and the Dean's Award is given in honor of her resilience and steadfast commitment to her goals. Oh, we always get so emotional here. Professor Sabrina DeTurk, one of Aaliyah's honors instructors, shared, and I quote, "I've had the joy of working with Aaliyah since my first semester at UMaine, and I've watched her work through challenges with persistence, good humor, and self-reflection. These qualities will contribute to her success in grad school and life, and we wish you all the best." Please join me in congratulating Aaliyah, the 2025 recipient of the Dean's Award. One of the many joys we have at this event is the presentation of the Honors College Service Award, which recognizes outstanding commitment and contributions to the college. This year, we're pleased to present this award to Amanda Levesque. An English and history double major from Swansea, Massachusetts, Amanda got involved in the honors community right from the start. She joined the Honors College Student Activities Board in her first year and has remained involved since, holding several executive positions, including secretary, treasurer, and president. In these roles, Amanda worked on community building programs as well as service events, and none was more important to her than the Maine Day Meal Packout. Addressing food insecurity is one of Amanda's many passions, one she has been working on since the age of 12. And so it is no surprise that she got involved early on with the Maine Day Meal Packout, an event coordinated by Honors that distributes shelf-stable meals to food pantries in Maine. This year, Amanda served as a student coordinator and proudly led us in packing 53,000 meals. Amanda has been a stalwart member of the Student Activities Board team and especially dedicated member of the Maine Day Meal Packout leadership team. We will miss her next year, but just in case you're available, Amanda, Feel free to mark your calendar for April 29th, 2026 for the Main Day meal pack out. Please join me in congratulating Amanda.
The last two awards, if you didn't know, are surprises to the students. Next year, we'll bring a tissue box. Thank you, everyone, for really allowing us and sharing with us in showering all of these students on the praise they deserve. Speaking of praise, I would like to take a moment once again to acknowledge the incredible staff with whom I have the privilege to serve on a daily basis. They work tirelessly and with their whole generous hearts to support the college and its students. Students, I know you know this. We're all deeply indebted to them. Again, Melissa Ladenheim, Katie Kurz, Emily Wilson, Sarah Nessie, Sandra Caceres Tijerina. Please join me in acknowledging this team for all that they bring to you every single day. I have one more little, tender goodbye, but I do want to say a word about these steins, which have been a tradition for the college for decades, really. These are handmade by a Maine potter every year. They bear a seal with the honors motto that I mentioned earlier in 1935, which is the year we were founded as a program in 1935. We are celebrating our 90th year. I just might take a moment to say we're doing a 90 for 90 campaign. So if you're interested in students, graduates, $9 a month, $9 a month every month. That's 2 Starbucks coffees or well, actually less than 2 Starbucks coffees. Actually, Hannah Young, our development coordinator, our philanthropy officer is over there. We are very proud of our 90-year history here at the University of Maine. We are proud to give you these steins that we hope will be a keepsake for you. And I think we should all lift a stein to our students. So students, lift your stein. We're not going to sing the song though. Congratulations. I'm sorry we can't fill them. Oh, I just heard to the side, we used to. I don't know when. I'm afraid to restart that tradition. Of course, all of this is preamble, and we look forward to celebrating you tomorrow at the commencement ceremony, where you will hear from me once again. I'm going to ask you all to stand during the ceremony, so just be prepared. Don't forget to wear your medallion. Okay? Very important. The word commencement is one that I think about a lot at this time of year, because it really suggests that even as you're closing one chapter of your life, you are beginning a new one. As you leave the University of Maine and commence your next chapter, we hope you will remember us, visit us, keep us posted on your news and endeavors. We don't stop being proud of you once we graduate. We keep track of you. We love to hear news from you. We just love it. And we will look with great eagerness for all of that news in the next weeks, months, years, because we know you will accomplish extraordinary things in the next chapters of your life. Thank you to family members, guests, faculty members, supporters, everyone who has joined us today, and to our graduates, congratulations once again. We are so proud of you. This concludes the Honors College celebration, so go off and celebrate some more.